AJ Styles just jittering, waiting to get his hands on Daniel Bryan. This new version of Daniel Bryan is the most dangerous version of Daniel Bryan we've ever seen in the WWE. He will do whatever it takes to win by any means necessary. And this goes back all the way to November when it was SmackDown Live, November 13th, when Daniel Bryan would low blow AJ Styles to take AJ Styles' WWE title away from him. Meanwhile, AJ Styles almost got himself disqualified. AJ Styles almost letting his emotions and his anger towards Daniel Bryan get the best of him. That's the last thing AJ Styles needs in this match. And then, you scratch forward to TLC, you get the same outcome. Daniel Bryan finding another way to win. Daniel Bryan has been doing a very good job at getting under the skin of AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan, his technical skills are like none other, are like nobody else's. Styles, side headlock. Bryan ducks. Bryan's emotional side uses it as a strength. His emotional intelligence that Daniel Bryan has uses it to play mind games, uses it to play psychological mind games with his opponents. And right now, he's using it to get in the head of Styles. And AJ Styles, an incredible athlete. AJ Styles has traveled all over the world, much like Daniel Bryan. These two have gone on similar paths. And AJ Styles needs to do everything he can to make sure Bryan does not get in his head. Meanwhile, Styles connected with an arm drag to Bryan. Bryan now taking some time to recover on the outside on the floor. And Daniel Bryan now goes up the steel steps. And you can see Bryan pointing at the referee, telling him to hold AJ Styles back while I get in the ring. Mike Chioda, the official for this match, has called some of the all-time great matches, and now he gets to call another one between two of the very best in the business. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, with the biggest prize in sports entertainment on the line, the WWE Championship. And Bryan with a thunderous chop to Styles in the corner. But Styles comes back with a wicked chop of his own and another one for Bryan. But Bryan with a left jab. Another one. Bryan now caught Styles off guard with those jabs. And it's Styles now who's on the attack of Bryan. It's going to take a lot of abuse between these two to keep either one of these men down. And speaking of down, what goes up must come down, because a big back body drop takes out Daniel Bryan. As Daniel Bryan's body crashed down into the mat. Oh! What a kick to the spine of Daniel Bryan. These two hate each other with everything they have. And you can't blame AJ Styles for not liking Daniel Bryan at all. Maybe not even respect Daniel Bryan. Respect who he was, but not who he is. You got to respect where Daniel Bryan came from, what he has done to get to where he is. But his recent ways of doing things are just unrespectable. I mean, you just saw a throat chop from Daniel Bryan, and it's just a cheap move. And Bryan just lifted Styles, setting him chest first into the top post. That devious smirk on the face of Bryan It just tells it all where he's at psychologically. Styles holding on to the left arm. Perhaps some major damage has been done. And with Daniel Bryan being a master technician, is going to take full advantage of that as he gets a hammerlock and sends Styles right into the ring post. It seems that Styles might be busted open a little bit. And Daniel Bryan measuring up Styles for these yes kicks. And he kicked the arm of Styles. Oh, what a shot to the arm of the Phenomenal One. And Bryan just breaking down Styles little by little. And Daniel Bryan weakening the arm of AJ Styles for perhaps a submission hold at some point. Went for the cover, pushing the bad shoulder down. And now right back on this hammerlock on AJ Styles. Bryan looking to weaken up the arm. The technician, the submission specialist that Daniel Bryan is, knows what needs to be done to break your opponent piece by piece, limb by limb. But when you focus on one target and you make it a weakness, that is the best strategy you can have. Because then you take that ligament out of play. And right now, Daniel Bryan was trying to make the left arm out of play, but Styles starting to create separation. Sunset flip into the cover to win back the title. And now Bryan, double underhook into an armbar. Into an armbar by Bryan, but Styles able to get a grip of his other hand to make sure that Bryan can't fully connect with his armbar. And the short arm scissor applied. Styles able to turn around and able to roll over to get to that bottom rope, forcing the rope break in this WWE title match. And using that full 5 count to his advantage. And Styles. Oh! Caught Styles trying to roll out a little bit to buy himself some time. But couldn't get fully out there. And Bryan with a clubbing shot to the face of AJ Styles. AJ Styles has been lightly busted open, as I mentioned earlier. And Daniel Bryan just going right back to work on the face of AJ Styles. He knows that the face has been busted open now, going right after that busted nose. Those vicious rights from Daniel Bryan. Bryan is as ruthless as they get. AJ Styles refuses to go away, refuses to give up on becoming WWE champion again. And now it's Styles and Bryan going at it. Styles looking for that phenomenal combination. But Bryan gets caught now with a drop kick by Styles. Styles with one arm down, using both his feet to his advantage with that drop kick to Bryan. And a splash to Bryan in the corner. Looking for a pump handle into a backbreaker by Styles. And now Styles off the suplex turns it into a neck breaker for the cover. And Bryan able to get the shoulder up at 2. Styles holding onto that nose. The damage has been done. And getting punched in the nose, having damage done to your nose, kind of blinds your vision a bit. It blurs your vision. It makes it hard for you to see. And that's a big part of Bryan's strategy, is making it hard for Styles to see. And now Styles perhaps looking to connect with a Styles clash. Bryan able to counter, stacks up Styles to retain. Oh, win. Now we've got back and forth pinning. Dragon screw to the knee of Bryan. Much like Bryan, Styles has tricks up his sleeve. Styles. And again with another dragon screw. Styles finding his target on that left knee of Daniel Bryan. These two men are going to go to extreme lengths to pick each other apart piece by piece. Meanwhile, Daniel Bryan countered a full speed ahead Styles with a drop toe hold as Styles went face first into that middle turnbuckle. Styles has an injured nose. And now, with a broken nose, perhaps, it's only going to make things harder for AJ Styles, who just got sent nose first into that middle turnbuckle. Daniel Bryan measuring up Styles with that running kick into the corner. Oh, but Styles was looking to pick up Bryan. Styles. Bryan trying to break free. Daniel Bryan. Dragon suplex on the back of the neck of Styles and pulled the leg for the cover. But Styles able to get the shoulder up. Let's get another look at this. Dragon suplex. Full Nelson into a dragon suplex. Look at the way that Styles landed on his neck. Absolutely devastating to the Phenomenal One, who looks disoriented right now with all the damage that Daniel Bryan has inflicted on Styles throughout this match. It is not going to be easy for the Phenomenal One. Bryan right back on the attack of that injured nose with a brutal shot as he perches Styles up on the top rope. What does this new Daniel Bryan have in store for AJ Styles? But he just caught Bryan. Wait. No. It seemed that Styles was looking for a Styles clash, but the leg kicking Styles to the outside and a brutal landing for Styles to the floor. AJ Styles got his leg caught up in the ropes. That could have been very serious for AJ Styles. And now Bryan waiting to see if AJ Styles is going to make it back into the ring. Styles now back up. And, sidestep to Styles. Bryan landed on the floor. And a sliding knee right to the face of Bryan. And Styles having a harder time moving around. His body's been through it. And Styles up. Styles blocked himself from being fully sent into the barricade. Oh, caught Bryan with that inverted DDT. That reverse DDT to Daniel Bryan on the floor. What impact. Taking Daniel Bryan out on the floor. Let's get another look at this one more time in slow motion. The athleticism of AJ Styles. That was sheer athleticism by the Phenomenal One. And now AJ Styles measuring up Bryan. AJ Styles sees an opportunity. Calling his shot for 50, but Bryan gets the knees up. Daniel Bryan got the knees up, but that left leg that AJ Styles has been working on caught some time on Bryan. Bryan trying to get that label lock locked in as he yanks on the nose of Styles, the nose that he's been working on, and now the label lock is cinched in deep on Styles. Styles in deep trouble here. And now going after the nose of Styles, and now back into the traditional label lock. Bryan telling Styles to tap. Will the noob Daniel Bryan retain? But Styles able to counter and stacked up. And now it's Styles. Calf crusher, counter by Styles. That injured left knee of Daniel Bryan caught in the calf crusher. Bryan writhing in pain. Styles. Oh my God. Styles just fully wrenched back on that left leg. Meanwhile, Bryan may be the luckiest man alive, being as close to the bottom rope as he was. If he wasn't, AJ Styles perhaps would be new WWE champion. But we will never know. Because what ifs do not matter. What ifs do not win WWE Superstars World Championships. What win World Championships are what is, and the bell ringing after a 3 count or submission. That's what wins championships. Daniel Bryan unable to capitalize on taking down Styles. Got that kick, but that knee has been damaged. Bryan trying to push through the pain that's been done. Daniel Bryan up on one leg, measuring up AJ Styles with a kick to the shoulder. Now to the side of the face. These devastating shots to that injured left arm that Daniel Bryan has been working on since the get-go of this match. And one more to bring it on home. Styles ducks, but a kick to the hand as Bryan had another plan in mind. He had a counter for the counter. Daniel Bryan loving every minute of it. Loving the damage that he has inflicted on AJ Styles, who rolls through. Oh my. Calf crusher, side of the face. Barely getting up that left shoulder on AJ Styles. Is AJ Styles. That kick to Styles. Daniel Bryan is all about looking to expose AJ Styles. Went to kick Styles' head in, but the damage done to the left knee is being exposed. Talk about exposed. That knee, the injured knee, is now being exposed, the damage that's been done to it. And now Styles able to meet Bryan up at the top. And Bryan wasn't fully able to capitalize. What a shot to Bryan. It's AJ Styles who meets Bryan up at the top. And these wicked headbutts from Styles to Bryan. Bryan, Styles fighting with everything they've got. Bryan. Oh, counter Styles. Oh, the family jewels aren't going to like that one of the phenomenal one. The phenomenal family jewels hit the turnbuckle bar that connects the rope to the ring post. And now Daniel Bryan catching Styles. No, this is going to be brutal. Oh, my. Oh, Styles able to land on his feet. Great wherewithal by Styles, who was able to roll through. Styles again. And now Styles, perhaps, look at pinning situation there. And now has the calf crusher. Bryan writhing in pain. This could be time for AJ Styles to regain his WWE Championship that he lost back in November. Daniel Bryan screaming, writhing, struggling. Styles turns it into a pin combination and a kick out by Bryan. These two competitors have fought with absolute everything they've got since the beginning. They are not holding back, especially when the biggest prize in sports entertainment is on the line. We are now in the deep waters in this championship match. This is where you find out who really wants it, who wants to be the WWE champion more than anything. Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles both thinking backslide. Who is going to get the upper hand? This is going to be a power battle this deep into the match. Who's got more power left in the tank? Who's got more energy left? Bryan with back elbows to the back of the neck of Styles. Bryan now trying. But AJ Styles now with these elbows to Bryan. And Bryan, Styles, Brain Buster to win the title, but Bryan able to get the shoulder up. Daniel Bryan kicks out. If you're AJ Styles, what more do you have to do? How far do you have to dig into your arsenal if you want to regain the WWE Championship? For Daniel Bryan, does Daniel Bryan have some tricks up his sleeve? We know that Daniel Bryan has gone to extreme lengths to get to this point, this new version of Daniel Bryan. But is Daniel Bryan out of tricks? Is Daniel Bryan out of ideas? There may be no more dirty tricks. It may be all AJ Styles from here, but instead, AJ Styles was thinking phenomenal forearm. But instead, Bryan kicking the arm of AJ Styles as AJ Styles was about to jump for the phenomenal forearm. Boom, just kicking the hand of AJ Styles, that wrist, and a head ringer to Bryan, who got hung up on the top. This time, Styles is looking for the phenomenal form, but can't go for it. I don't think AJ Styles has enough strength to do it. Oh, AJ Styles found another way, but instead gets caught in the midsection. That slight delay, but a Pele kick from Styles. Down goes Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan goes down. Styles is down. Both superstars are down. These two are at the absolute top of the mountain, top of their game. What is Eric Rowan doing out here? Rowan hasn't been seen here in the WWE in several months, and he shows up now? What could this mean? Eric Rowan, 6'9", 300 pounds at least. What is Rowan doing out here, though? We've just been watching this incredible WWE title match for over 20 minutes now, and Eric Rowan decides to show up. I think he's a little late if he wanted to watch this thing from the get-go. But inside the ring is Styles and Bryan still going at it this deep into the match with Eric Rowan out at ringside. What does this even mean? Styles has done a great job going after the leg of Bryan, repaying Bryan for going after the arm. Styles ducked, and an enziguri hit the ref. Styles clash! But the problem is the ref is down. The claw. Here comes Rowan. Palming the face. That claw choke slam. That claw slam takes down Styles, whatever you want to call it. And Styles got all of that Styles clash. Meanwhile, Styles could have been champion, should have been champion, but the official didn't see any of it. And Bryan's going to retain the WWE Championship. It seems that this new Daniel Bryan has found himself an ally. This is the ending of this. Daniel Bryan was going for that enziguri. AJ Styles ducked. It connected with the ref, Mike Chioda. AJ Styles connected with a Styles clash. Here comes Eric Rowan into the ring to take advantage of the opportunity. A claw slam to AJ Styles, rolls out before the ref realizes that he did anything. Daniel Bryan just pulls back for the cover. 1, 2, and 3, taking advantage of the opportunity that was created as Daniel Bryan holds up that WWE Championship. And now what? Daniel Bryan not done with AJ Styles, who is being held up by Eric Rowan. And a running knee by Daniel Bryan to add more disrespect. That was one for good measure. Thus the disrespect. No shame that Daniel Bryan has for what he's done. We saw an incredible 20-plus minute match, all to be ruined by Eric Rowan, who would ensure Daniel Bryan's victory to retain the WWE Championship here at the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan leaves as still the WWE Champion with Eric Rowan now by his side.